Hi viewers, welcome back. This is a session on Microsoft Excel pivot table. In this video now, I am going to share with you some advanced option of the pivot table, how to organize this pivot table, field areas, how to add some timelines to your data, filters to your data, timelines to your data, how to apply these different slicers, create pivot tables, change the format, and analyzing on different aspects your data with pivot table. I have done one another video also on the Microsoft pivot table, which is session 6 that I did almost 2 months ago, and you can watch that also. I have given the link in the description, so you can see that video on the YouTube also. If you want to learn some more advanced levels, so visit my channel. Here you will see these playlist of MS Excel, MS Access. Here are hundreds of tutorials available on MS Excel, Access, PowerPoint, MS Word, other learning tips. SPSS, online data collection like Google Form, KOBO, and all these sessions are also available where you can watch and learn regarding these softwares. So this is our database and we are going to create a pivot table. So before creating pivot table, you must know that your columns should have headers and there should not be any merge column. To create pivot table, just select your complete database with Control A and go to insert, and here from insert you can create pivot table. But here you will see table range. This is the sheet that the pivot table has ranged from A to G column and 123 number row. Now if later on there are some entries in this data, so you will have to come again and range again this whole table. So the easiest way is first convert your database to a table. When you convert your database to a table, so the pivot table will automatically update when there is any further entries in your database. For that, select your table, press Ctrl T or in the insert this table option or Ctrl T. Click here where is the data. You have already selected that. My table has header and click OK. Now you see your database has been converted into a table. If you do not want this format, so you can change it from here, any format that you want, or if you want to clear the formatting, you do not want any formatting, you just want the table, so clear. So you will see your table in the same shape as it was, and but it is a table now. Now when you are in this database, so here you will see this table design. When you click this, here you will see your table name. This is your table name. So you can change this name so that everywhere when you are referring to your database, it will be easy for you. For example, if you change it to a sales DB, simple sales DB, this is the name of your table now. Now when you go to insert, so here you can either do it from pivot table or you can use recommended pivot table also. Recommended pivot tables are basically they will recommend you automatically the tables that are needed on any column that you want. So you can use these recommended table also. If you do not want, so here you can see we have company name, region, date, customer name, product description. What is the product? Its quantity and its sales. Now we want region wise, company wise, customer wise, product wise, quantity and sales. So the basic thing is go to pivot table. Now when you click pivot table, here the range is sales DB and you can choose a new worksheet or existing worksheet. So we never choose existing worksheet because we need another new worksheet for the analysis. So click this, and if you later on want that I would do some advanced analysis also. So if this option is available in your Excel, so you can check mark this, add this data to the data model. So then it will give you some advanced option also. But if you don't have this option, so no worries, you can do it without this and click OK. So here you see you have this pivot table. These are the field names, column headers, company name, region, date, customer name. These are the places where you will have to use for your data analysis. Now by default, it's like this. You can change this setting. You can change the layout of your pivot table. For example, it's not properly visible to you, so you go to the setting. Here you can see this setting tool. This is fields section and area selection stacked. You can change it to field section and area selection section side by side. Click. So you will now see the pivot table columns names are here. Here is the filter. This is the rows option. This is the columns option. This is the values option. So you can change it like this also, which will be clearly visible to you. And these filters, whichever filter you want, but we do not use this filter because we have the slicer and the timeline option, which I will show you now. And here in these rows, this is the rows option, whichever thing you want in the rows option. So that is, you will have to bring that to the rows. For example, region is in the rows, so region is here. These values are the calculation field, so here you have the quantity and the cells. Whichever column you want in the row, so you will bring that column. Here I wanted the region, so it's here. I want a values, some value, average value, anything. So that is here. I have quantity and sales. So I want, for example, quantity and sales. So quantity, drag it to the values, and sales, drag it to the values. So here you can see you have sum of quantity and sum of sales. If you want that I do not need sum, I need average or product or any other thing. So you can select that from here. Here when you click this quantity, so you have value field settings. Click this. Here you have all these options: sum, count, average, maximum, minimum, product. I want here sum, so that's already sum. If I want count, so I can use count, average, maximum, minimum, anything. Here you can see the custom name, sum of quantity. If you want that I do not need this sum of quantity, I just want quantity. So you can select quantity and press OK. When you select such type of name, so it would say field table field name already exists, that this quantity field name already exists in the table. You see, in your table you have already a quantity column here. So what you can do here, if you really want that this the name of this column should be quantity, or you can change it to quantities, or you can change it to, you can just add a space, quantity and a space. So okay, so here you have now only quantity column. For this sales one also, you can come here to the sales value field setting and you can change it from here, or you can change it directly from here also in the formula bar. This is sales PKR. When I change it to only sales PKR, it would again say this field name is already existed. Okay, I will just use a space here. So this is the sales PKR. Now you can change this value field setting from here also. Just right click and here you will see value field setting. Click and from here you can change. And if you want comma separator and other number format, so you can just right click and here you can see number format. Click and from here you can change the number formatting. For example, if you do not want any decimal, you want 1,000 separators, so you click that and OK. So here you will see 1,000 separator is available to you. You can do that in other tables also. Pivot table is very productive when you use it with slicers and timeline. For example, here you can see in this pivot table analyze tab. When you are in the pivot table, so you will see this tab. When you are elsewhere, so you won't see that tab. Click the pivot table, come here to the pivot table, analyze, and here you see insert, slicer, and timeline. You can insert timeline if you have a date column. Yes, you have a date column. And you can insert both of them now. So what we will do, we will first insert a slicer. Now here you see we have these options: company name, region, date, customer name, product description. So on which column you want a slicer, that should filter you the data for you very easily. So for example, if I want on a company name, also on the region, on the product description, on all these three columns I want slicers. Okay, so here I have these three slicers available. Now I can change the design of these slicers from here. I can change the columns. For example, here we have only one column. So if you want that it is taking a lot of space, and I can place it like ABC, and then here the next department, and here the third department. So here what you will have to do, column is 1, change it to 2 or 3. So when you change it to 3, so you have this information like this. Now you can decrease the size this way and keep it here. For the region also, you can use the columns. If you want that it should be in these two columns, so you can change that. In this product description also, you can change it to different columns. For example, this way you will have a lot of space then, and you can decrease the size from here. Now we have this data. If I click a company name, so you will see this table would be automatically updated to that company name. If I select 2, so that is about these two. If I select 3, so it would be updated all the 3. If I want to and region, so I can select only Bangladesh, so you can see only Bangladesh, Europe, India, Pakistan, USA, and if you want to show also, click this cross. Similarly for product description also. But first we will create some more tables on the product description also, and on the company name also. Now here to create another table, this one is on the only on the region, and then the sales and the quantity. I want to create now on company or on customer name, etc. So you can select this table, whole table, copy and paste it here, and here you can change this region to company. So here you will see now the quantity, sales and quantity on the company name. You can copy this and paste it here. When you are copying this table and pasting, so all these slicers would be automatically applied to those also. Now I want it on the, for example, product description. So bring this product description to the rows. So here you will see now on the product description. If you want that the highest sales should be on the top, so just click here, come to data, and select this largest to smallest. Click. So here you will see it's on the largest to smallest. So the top one is the highest one. So in this way, now for example, if I use this company name slicer, I click this, so you see only that company table is updated. If I click this one, so only that one. I can select all 3, I can select only 2, I can select 1. So I can do all these filters on this data. And now the timeline option. So go to the pivot table, analyze, and here you have this insert timeline. Now this timeline can be done only on the date column. So we have a date column here. Okay. Here you can see we have all these months selected. If I only want this month, so you will see the amount on this month only. If I select 3 months, 4, 5, any month I select, so I will have the information on those months only. And from here you can change it to quarters. If you want to show it by quarters, so it will be on the quarters. If you want to show it by months, so it will be on the months. If you want to show it by days, so you can see it by days also. And from here you can just drag our mouse and select a different days. If you want it by quarter, so you will have this quarter option. So you can increase and decrease, and you can select this, apply this date filter to your data, and can see and use in the dashboard. You can change the color schemes of this slicer timeline also from here, and you can change the if you do not want this header, so you can remove that. If you selection label, you can remove that. Scroll bar, you can remove that. You can enable or disable time labels, you can enable or disable from here. So you can do all this with your slicers and timelines if your data is in the pivot table. Now, for example, this filter, if you do not want to use slicer, so you can use filters for that. For example, if you want that this region should be in the filter also. So here you have this in the filter, and now from here you will select a specific region. So you can do it like that also for the filter. And in these columns, for example, if you want that, here I can see quantity and sales, and I want this company name to be in the columns. So let's bring this company name to the columns. So here you can see now ABC, these companies, and then these quantities and sales. If you just want the sales, so deselect the quantity and only sales is there by companies. Now you can see companies here in the columns. So you can use this in this way also. You want that here I need a region, and then below that the product description. First region, then product description, then a region, then product description, and there should be subtotals and grand totals. So simply region is in the row. So now you will have to bring this product description also to the row. These are the rows. Region is already there. So just keep it below the region. So here now you can see we have a region, then the items that have been sold in that region, then another region, and then the items. And you can, from this button, you can minimize and maximize the region with the item also. You just want to keep it like this, so you can keep it like that. If you want to remove these buttons, so you can remove also. Present it like this also. You have this region. This is the pivot table. When you have brought the project description also below the regions. So here you have this plus button. When you click, so you will see the items also. When you again click, so it will not be shown. If you click it for all, so it will show these details for all. So you can just use this in your dashboard in different ways. Now here also you have these options in the design. When you are in the pivot table, so in the design tab, you have these four options. For example, subtotals. Do not show subtotal. Now you see there are subtotals. If I click this, so you will not see subtotals. If I say show all subtotal at bottom of the group, so here now you can see all subtotals are at the bottom of the group. If you want that all subtotals should be at the top of the group, so it's by default like this. So now the subtotals are in the top. If you want that these subtotals should be at the bottom, click this one. So you will have the region, then the descriptions, the sub items, and then again the total of that region, and then others. Similarly, you can use this grand total off for rows, on for rows and column, on for rows only, off for columns only. For example, off for rows. If I select this, so you will not see here the grand total. If I say on for rows and columns, so now here you can see for rows it is not on, but it's on for columns. So you can do all these changes from here. In this report layout, you can show in compact form. This is in the compact form. Now, once again, compact form is this one, when the subtotal are in the top. If you want to show it in outline form, so this is the outline form. Now you have a table. For example, if you want to do analysis, so you can repeat these regions name here, so that because when you apply a COUNTIF formula here, so it will not count Bangladesh 5 times, it will just count it 1 time. So you can just ungroup them. For example, let me show you here. This is an outline. Now I want to show it in a tabular form. So it's in a tabular form. uh, Repeat all items label, click. So you see all item labels are repeated. If you want to remove the subtotals etc, and I do not want to show that, so you just click this outline form and say repeat all item label. Now here you see all item labels are repeated, so you can use them in formula or in VLOOKUP. So do not repeat item label, so do not repeat. Rows blank, if you want that it should give me a row, a blank row after each group, so you can insert. Here you see you have blank rows after each region. If you want to remove these blank rows, so you can remove them again. From here you can row header, this is the column header, banded, this is, it will color banded column, so it will color specific column. You can change the designs from here also. There are lots of designs here available to you in this design tab, so you can use them also. Now, as I shared in the start, that all these different types of slicers are applied to all the pivot tables that are available here. So if you want that my slicer should be applied to only a specific table and not to a specific table, so that you can do from here easily. Just right click the slicer. Here you see report connection. So now here in this sheet we have three tables. One is this one, these two, these three tables we have. So you can in the report section uncheck any table, and if you uncheck a table, so that slicer would not be applied to that specific table. Now let's add a data in our database and see whether it's available here or not automatically. So for example, if below I add another item, like if this is the same company and we add here XYZ item, customer name is ABC and XYZ item, and 2000 quantity and 2000 sale, for example. Now let's come here. Here we don't have XYZ item now. Now if I click refresh, so you can see the XYZ is added here. So in this way, if that is a table, it will automatically be updated with that. So this was all about pivot table, adding some more details, changing the types, adding data to filter rows, columns, and values, and applying some advanced options. If you enjoyed the session, subscribe, like, and share the video. And if you have any question about the pivot table, so you can comment and I will respond to you. If you visit my channel, if you want to learn Microsoft Excel, PowerPoint, Access, MS Word and Mail Merge, then other tricks of the Microsoft Excel and other softwares, these other playlists of learning online data collection, KOBO, MS Form, Google Form for collecting online data, data analytics, project management series. There is a playlist for MS Excel, beginners also, Windows, and all these playlists, single playlists are also available. So you can benefit from all these sessions, which are free of cost, and you just open it and watch them and learn and improve your productivity. There are these beautifully designed PowerPoint presentations, how to make these PowerPoint presentation, and every video has a detailed step-by-step tutorial. So visit my channel, subscribe, like, and share and comment. Learn and improve your product. Thank you.